Hi there, how are you doing? What I've decided to do is I've decided to do a very low quality video, almost like a test in a way. Just very quickly wanted to go over to here. I just want to show you my CD32. Is it upside down? Is it right way around? Anyway, just very quickly shine a light on that. The reason I'm doing a low quality video is just to have a little bit of a test, and I'm just shining on things. Basically what I'm hoping to do is I want to create sort of like an easy way to get the content up. I'm doing the quality of the videos that I'm uploading at the moment are pretty high quality. I'm just curious to know if a lesser quality, because my style isn't exactly directorially varied or whatever. I'm thinking if I do something a little bit more simplistic in terms of quality, then I might be able to put more content out there because I'll be able to upload at a faster rate. Maybe my logic's a bit misplaced there, I don't know, but what I'm thinking is, I'll show you Mr. Potato Head. but anyway, what I'm thinking is, if I can come up with something that's a little bit more, I want to try and get a style down. I want to try and get a sort of way of uploading the content down so that I can, click fingers, whatever you want to call it, I can just get things done quickly and boom, and then you can obviously bask in the wonderfulness of the content. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know if this video works in terms of is the quality good. I'm not really a very good judge. My laptop is not exactly the best laptop in terms of visual and audio fidelity. So, but anyway. There's Alfred Chicken. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, and hopefully this video will be a good indicator as to whether or not it's worked. Cheers, bye. Hi there, welcome to my very first video. I'm kind of a bit nervous, kind of a bit like, wow, what do I say? But I just really wanted to, I don't know, show you something that I'm sure you've seen a million times, but kind of bizarre. I got this off eBay, off some particular buyer. I don't think she knew what she had there. It's basically, as you can see, just a Sinclair ZX Spectrum Plus. I don't know if you noticed a bizarre logo on the side there, an Apple logo for some strange reason. It wouldn't come off, kind of stuck on very well. I'm presuming that was stuck on there for some bizarre reason, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't powered the thing up yet. I don't actually have a proper power supply for it, and I'm dubious as to whether or not it actually will work. I got it very cheap, like a ridiculously small sum of money. So I'm not massively bothered if it doesn't work, but it's nice. It looks quite good. Hi there, how are you doing? I wanted to do a quick video just to show you something that I'm really proud of and that I really enjoy playing and using and getting stuff out of. And I also wanted to extend my absolute thanks and gratitude to Steve Benway for his first comment on my very first video. It meant a lot. It meant a lot, Steve, so thank you very much for that. I'm surprised and quite frankly shocked that you've replied. It's an amazing thing. For me, you're such a prolific individual, almost a celebrity. In fact, you are a celebrity. So it's better than an autograph, put it that way. It'll stay with me for a long time. So thank you ever so much for that. I wanted to sort of say thank you for that in the only way that I can think of, and that's to just throw a bit of caution to the wind and show you what I look like. So hello. It's basically a confidence thing. So I'm really pleased and like humbled that that I'm finally I'm getting noticed, so to speak. I really wanted to do just a video of something. To be fair, it's been done to death. YouTube has got a stack of videos about this, and it's nothing really new. I want to try and put a new-ish spin on it. Might cause a little bit of controversy, but I'm hoping that it will at least show you a different side to things and maybe show you a reason why you should maybe get this item. So without further gilding the lily or whatever, I'll get down to business. This is, well, it is what it is. It is a Game Gear, and this Game Gear is pretty much my pride and joy. It's arguably, in terms of my collection, which is modest to say the least, but in terms of my collection, it's probably my second favouriteest item. The first being my Atari Lynx 2. I've basically had it cleaned and repaired. It came to me in virtually like knackered condition. The capacitors had gone on it. The classic Game Gear issue of capacitors rearing its ugly head. Some slight issues with the buttons and things like that. It was mistreated, and I take things like that quite badly. Stuff like electronics and stuff like that getting mistreated, it gets to me a little bit, to be honest with you. It's kind of history, isn't it? It's kind of like, I don't know, filling a vase up with beer and drinking out of it. That kind of thing. Basically, I wanted to show you a game. But the first thing I wanted to show you, obviously the Game Gear, is the cartridge itself, because the cartridge is kind of special. Although it's not immediately obvious, this is an EverDrive GG. I don't know if you can see that there, but that's the little slot there for the micro SD card. Basically, I wanted something just to be able to play my games easily and straightforwardly, and I figured the EverDrive. Don't know who that is, but yeah, anyway, back to the video. I've plugged in the EverDrive, and I'll switch it on. It takes a little bit of work, but there, that's on now. Don't know if you can see that very well, but what we have there is the main menu screen for the EverDrive, so start game, select game, toolbox. Pretty explanatory stuff really. Select game, then you can choose from any games that are actually on the actual micro SD card. It plays Master System games and Sega Game 1000 games, so basically a nice wide variety of games are available to you very easily and very straightforwardly. What I've done is I've loaded a game into the EverDrive already, so when I go to start game, hopefully, there it is, it'll load in. This is one of my all-time favourite games on the Game Gear. It's something that I return to so many times, and I really wanted to show that to you in this video. And as you can see, hopefully, it's devilish. Some people might know this game, especially the hardcore among you. I've always championed the Game Gear as much as I possibly can do, making myself look stupid sometimes in the process. But this is one game that people seem to come back to. Think of all the best bits of Arkanoid, Breakout, and Warlords, an Atari, a classic Atari game for 4 players. Think of all of those three kind of amalgamated together in a kind of like time trial-y type sort of situation, and you've got the beginnings of what this game's about. I'm going to go to normal game, and I'm just going to start the game in a normal fashion. So basically, I'm going to use one hand to control. What you have is basically 2 bats, which can change to 3 bats when you press the buttons, the action buttons. What you have is the standard sort of Breakout kind of game, or Arkanoid type game. The interesting thing about it is that you have to push through the blocks and make your way through. As you do, the screen scrolls through, and you basically just got to power your way through to the end. You have a strict time limit, even on normal modes, even on the easier game settings, you actually have quite a strict time limit. You have to use various different patterns on the bats to push your way through the stage, collect power-ups, all kinds of stuff like that. I'm going to give you some indication of what the action buttons actually do. Bear with me. So there, you can split it into 3. You can do that. You can do that. There's all kinds of classic things that you can do. You know, there's all kinds of different things you can do with it basically. And the idea is that you just got to push through and try and get to the end of the stage. As you get good, and I'm not good with one hand, you actually get bosses, like mini bosses and things like that you've got to try and beat, and other baddies and other bits and pieces. In your quest to get to the end of the stage. I don't know much about the story. I don't know much about any of that. What I do know is that the game's insanely addictive. Not least because of the strict time limits, which you find yourself getting frustrated, but not in a way that puts you off. You can also affect the speed and things like that to some extent. What you do is you press number 2, and I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's like triangles that illustrate the speed. That's the speed of the bat. So you can actually, adjust the gameplay to suit really, all in game, which is kind of cool. The game is really, really addictive, and it's got just enough frustration. There's just enough of a frustration factor to make you want to play more. I never tire of the game. At some stage, I'll always play the game at least once, just to try and beat the scores, try and beat times, that kind of thing. There's a time trial mode as well, which is kind of pretty self-explanatory, but it's looking like I'm going to die one way or the other, so anyway, turn that off. So that's that really. So what I really wanted to do was just sort of try and move things up a notch in terms of the way that I'm doing things now. And I also just want to briefly touch upon something before I go. I'm not going to keep to a very tight schedule in terms of uploading, in terms of the content. I work nights, so sometimes it's quite difficult to find time to do things anyway, not least because I get tired very easily. But the other thing as well is that I tend to do things on the spur of the moment. That's like with every aspect of my life. I get a hankering to do something, and then I think, well, I'll just go ahead and do it. So I won't make too many idle promises, but what I will say to you is that I'm hoping to show you things about consoles that a lot of consoles that I own, a lot of people have criticised, be it because of the commercial success or lack of, or something like that. What I want to do is I want to try and show you these things in a new light. I want to try and show you that these consoles have value, and that value is usually brought on by modern technology, basically. But I really want to show you the value to some of these items, and hopefully give you a reason to collect, or to hopefully improve the replay value of your own collections. I don't really have a point or a goal with this. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. I have absolutely no concept of where I'm going with this, other than to give hopefully a fresh spin on old things. You'll have probably seen a million videos like this, and I'm hoping that if you see my videos, you'll give them a reasonable sort of shout out or a chance, if you like. Once again, just before I go, I wanted to say a huge, like Wayne's World style, I'm not worthy, to Steve Benway for the first comment on the very first video. It's an absolute credit, he's an absolute credit to the YouTube community, a community that I've stood in the sidelines watching with interest, and it's the classic thing of, you should do that, and I've now decided to do it. So thank you, Mr. Benway. You have my eternal gratitude. Hopefully speak to you some more, and hopefully give you some more interesting and new things to look at. See you soon. Watching Big Break. I don't know if you remember that, the quiz show with the snookers and everything, snooker and everything else. I was watching like a rerun of it, and it just got me all nostalgic, and they were doing, you know, John Vega's trick shots, and it just got me thinking, cooking up this like crazy notion of you know, maybe playing, doing a little trick shot of my own. So I'm thinking, what's an amazing snooker game that I could do trick shots with? And well, there's only one that I can think of, and that's Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker. So I've set up my Amiga 600. Here it is, and I've loaded in the game already, and there it is. Bear with me, and what I'll do is I'll get a closer look for you, and I'll show you what I've come up with. Okay, so what you've got there, and you can see very well, is a little trick shot that I've set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the mouse. Sorry, bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to use the mouse here and just give you a little. Actually, I'll use the arrow keys and just let you look around. Hang on a sec. Bear with me. So as you can see, I set up a crazy little trick shot right there. Now, I don't know if this will work. I've not tested this before I did it. So I'm thinking, is this going to work or is it not? I saw something similar on the old John Vega's thing on Big Break. So I figured, why not try it myself? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line myself up, get myself in angle and get myself in position. I'm just using the arrow keys at the moment, just to get myself into position. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like, I'll put loads and loads of spin on it. I don't know if you can see that there. So first things first, check the power. Power's good. Just make sure that's right. Lots of power, medium power. We'll try medium power like that. Let's chart the cue. And let's get ready to rumble. Okay. Let's just move it a bit this way so you can see. Let's see what happens. Oh no, maybe move it back a little bit. I just want to glance it. Okay, so what we're looking for is to get the black in there. Okay. So let's see what happens. Ready? Oops, sorry. Here we go. Are you ready? And here it goes. Hey! The black went in. So there you go. I've done a little trick shot there for you, and that's on Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker. It's been fixed. The actual game has been fixed to run on a 600 on an ECS chipset. So I've been trying to find a version of the game that works. So to be fair, I've been spending quite a lot of time just checking out the various versions that are available, just to see what I could do in terms of getting it working on my 600. So there you go. I'm totally stoked with that, and I'm obviously really pleased that that's working now. So just thought I'd give you a look. I was just feeling kind of nostalgic watching Big Break and stuff like that, and I figured why not do something a bit crazy. So I've just done a JV-esque trick shot there for you, and I'm feeling really proud of myself. That was a first take legendary trick shot. So hopefully that might give you some ideas for trick shots of your own. Let me know. Hopefully have a good one, and thanks a lot for watching. Speak to you soon.